Hello and welcome to our presentation on sustainability in agriculture. My name is Vin Bertolino and I'm a building and construction technology major.
My name is Jen Griffin, and I'm a Natural Resources Conservation and Sustainable Food and Farming major.
My name is Christina D'Agostino, and I'm an animal science major.
My name is Chutika Apaipakdi, and I am food science and technology major.
And here's a little background on why we chose this topic. Sustainability in agriculture is an important topic to cover because of how it's related to climate change. When we say sustainability, what we mean is for meeting the needs of our present population without compromising the ability of future generations. As of right now, we're growing so fast and not thinking about the future. In this way, we're finding the easiest or fastest way to produce food, which in turn increases greenhouse gas emissions and pollution, which will contribute to climate change, as you can see on this graphic that is on the slide. We need to make change now if we want to live on our planet in our future. Things got this way because we needed a quick and easy fix to a rapid increase in our population. And here are our takes on this issue and how we think we can fix it.
Agriculture today would not be possible without the use of animals or animal products. Cows are the second most abundant agricultural animals in the United States at 94.4 million head. Cows are very costly, they consume tons of water, they consume tons of food, and contribute to a massive amount of pollution. To produce 1 pound of beef requires 1,799 gallons of water, and to produce 1 pound of milk requires 4.5 gallons of water. The food and water that is given to livestock would be more efficiently used if given directly to humans. Taking a look at the byproducts of agricultural livestock, cows contribute a whopping 44% of methane and 14.5% of carbon dioxide. These two greenhouse gases are the leading cause of global warming. The production of these gases is a crucial step in the fermentation process in which cattle digest plant matter to convert it into meat. Another byproduct of agricultural livestock is manure. Cow manure is the most costly and most used fertilizer in the United States. It is an amazing resource of nitrogen and other nutrients that allows crops to grow. However, spreading the manure over 15.8 million acres of land can also come with some issues. Fertilizer runoff can contaminate rivers, lakes, drinking reservoirs, and public waterways. This could have lethal consequences to native wildlife and the usability of surrounding lands for things like parks, schools, and residential areas. Not to mention, it smells really bad and it will deter people from settling in certain residential areas, lowering property value and desirability of land. Knowing what agricultural animals such as cows require, produce, and result in, we can draw conclusions as to how they impact the environment. Cows alone contribute to 9% of the global carbon footprint, while the shipping of all of their goods contributes to 28% of their global carbon footprint. The hidden carbon cost of this large contribution comes from the shipping and trucking of their food, water, manure, milk, and meat.
While the USDA is responsible for overseeing farming industries, it is crucial that they educate their industry frequently, informing them of new technology or safer practices for a more energy efficient and sustainable farm. With proper site planning, a well-constructed barn can provide enough room comfortably for all animals' use, and use the landscape for passive ventilation and position the barn to capture the most sunlight for renewable solar energy. After lots of studies and research from Scientific American, it shows that greenhouses are a simple, cost-effective, and eco-friendly building that can reduce energy consumption and reduce waste for all farms. All sizes of farms should have these. Even the smallest farms can build them by using the polytunnel method to maximize their crops and potential for free solar energy.
Farming done in the Midwest is farming done for the masses. This type of farming causes the soil to have less nutrients, which hurts the plants, and in order to combat the lack of nutrients, farmers have to spray pesticides. When it rains, the pesticides often fall off the plants and move across the soil. The soil is unable to absorb the runoff due to the lack of nutrients in the soil. This runoff goes into our waterways and affects communities, economies, and wildlife. Additionally, droughts occur more often now due to climate change, and so farmers additionally have to spray more pesticide. According to The Guardian, there is a large so-called dead zone in the Gulf of Mexico where it is extremely difficult for marine life to survive, and this is due to agricultural pesticide runoff. NPR also reported on the EPA's and U.S. Geological Survey's $6 million research project looking into how pollution has affected our waterways across the country.
GMOs, or genetically modified organisms. It means the organism whose genome has been engineered in the laboratory in order to favor the expression of desired physiological traits or the generation of desired biological products. It is the widely used genetically modified plants for agricultural and food purpose. They are engineered to create stronger and inventive crops to feed humanity. The example of GMOs are Bt crop, which is an insect-resistant crop such as cotton. And another one is glyphosate-tolerant crop, which is a herbicide-tolerant crop, and it becomes the majority of the cultivated crops in agriculture, since 80% of the cultivated soybeans in the global agriculture is GT crops. The trend of GMO is now expanded. GMO crops are more resistant to insect and plant viruses, and also more tolerant to herbicide use when compared to non-GMO crops. These benefits can later lead to lower labor use, lower costs, and higher agricultural yield. But the overuse of GT crops can cause a random mutation and evolution within 14 weeks. The same amount of herbicide cannot eradicate and control the amount of weed anymore. Glyphosate-resistant weed increase weed control price and minimize the effectiveness of the weed management system. To rely heavily on one type of herbicide and one method of weed control will inevitably prevent mutation and resistance. Currently, the solution is to diversify the weed control management to minimize the possibility of resistance against a specific herbicide.
In conclusion, practicing sustainable agriculture is a crucial part to solving the climate crisis. More green farms means more green future.